What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Strong and ambitious, successful woman says, I have priced myself out of the dating market. It's hard. I'm single. Never dating a broke man again. Well, she basically said that, right? No more wasting time. Let's get it.
I think it is very funny how I have now priced myself out of the dating market because I am a woman that decided to be ambitious, push myself in my career,
Right.
get to a certain level financially, and now I've priced myself out of the dating market.
It's tough.
And I think what you all don't realize is that a lot of women who make big money, like this comment says, have tried to date men that make less money than them. I know I've tried it. Even when I didn't make that much money, when I was only making $50K, 60K, whatever, I tried dating men that made less than me. I actually had a man who was in between jobs. He was trying to figure out what he wanted to do with himself. I introduced him to teaching because I was doing it at the time. I helped him get his temporary teaching license. He's currently still teaching. But while he was doing all of that, I was in the process to become an assistant principal. So it's like right when he felt like he was getting to the same level as me,
Right.
I leveled up. And that man showed me so much resentment. He's since then come back and apologized after we broke up, and he went through some therapy, and he was like, I didn't value you. You was motivating me and pouring into me, and you loved me no matter what, and I didn't value you. And now I'm stuck with a woman who makes less than me, and I feel like I'm doing it all on my own. I feel like the little bit of money I used to have at the end of the month, I don't have anymore because I have to do everything. And it's stressful and it's hard. And I miss the fact that you and I used to travel and you didn't mind, going half on the trips and we split the bills. He was like, I miss that so much. I did not value that as a man because I could do so much more for myself then and for my daughter because he had a daughter. Yes, I dated a man with a child and I'm a childless woman. So I would love to hear from men in the comment section who have dated or who are currently dating women who make more than them. Because what a lot of men won't admit is that your identity is attached to the amount of money that you make. Men who make big money are oftentimes more confident, sometimes cocky. They don't feel like they have to prove themselves in any type of way. They are actually more charismatic and they have just a different level of decorum about themselves. Men who make less money tend to be mean or angry or resentful and sometimes abusive. And at the end of the day, I get there are systems in place that have made it this way for Black men. But let's be real here. Money matters in relationships. It does. And as a woman who makes six figures, I just can't see myself dating a man that doesn't make the same as me or close to it because he is going to resent me like that man did. He's going to resent the fact that I can do more with my money than he can do with his. So please chime in.
All right, guys. She said, please chime in. So go ahead, right? Go ahead in the comment section down below. What do you think of what she's actually said? Do you agree with her? Do you disagree? I'm curious. Now, here's something interesting that I thought of after addressing topics like this one in specific when it comes to like men and women and how women have a difficult time today finding men economically attractive. We know that with increasing female empowerment being preached and encouraging women to be more ambitious, they have in turn made more money. And what has happened are a lot of these women now don't find the average man economically attractive, even if he may slightly make a little bit more than she does. Studies have shown that women want men to earn a certain percentage more than that woman does. It's like one study that talked about how ideally women want men to earn up to like 56% more than they do. Now we know that's just not possible because there's only 1% of top percent earners, and you want to be equal, but still want the men to make more money than you. There's a whole lot there that doesn't make sense. And so yes, the more successful you get, the more you shrink your potential dating partners. All right, guys. So here's a point I want to address about these financially successful women is it's all the same thing. It's all them saying, because I make a lot of money, I deserve a man who makes a lot of money. Nowhere in this is she talk about how is she as a wife or a girlfriend. What do? Do you cook? Right? You're using the wrong type of currency, right, to negotiate with the men who you want to attract for a serious relationship. It's the exact same thing. So what's the solution here? Avoid these women. It's very simple. Avoid these women. Avoid these women. Because as much as you don't want to believe it, the truth is, yes, your pockets do affect your woman's respect. Your pockets do affect how much your woman respects you. Are there women out here who respect men regardless of how much they make? They're just taught that way, maybe through culture. Yes, but in the West, that's not how these women are raised. I know my passport bros are not going to be like, yeah, that's why I'm getting my passport. You can do that. But if you live in a Western culture, you're not going to convince a woman to respect you the way she should respect her man. And I'm not talking about blind respect here. I'm talking about you having other qualities that even make up for that income in your mind, right? You are a man who's trying your hardest. But if she earns significantly more than you, it's not going to matter, bro. When a woman makes more money than you, she just respects you a little bit less. When you ask her to do something, she just takes a little bit of her time. All right, hey babe, could you get me a glass of water? You see? When you're the breadwinner, she just gets up and goes, gets the water. Hey babe, would you like anything else to eat? You guys are in a good mood. When she's making the money in that relationship and you're not Pookie, and you ask her, hey babe, could you get me a glass of water? She'll check her phone. You look over, wonder if she heard you, politely ask for a glass of water. I gotta say that, because people be like, why are you telling her what to do? Calm down. Get up nice and slow. Go open the fridge nice and slow. Might even drink a glass for herself first before she comes to you. She'll bring you the water, just be a little bit less eager to please you. And I know you don't want life to be this way, but that's just the way it is. So what's the solution? Avoid this chick like the plague and other women like her. Unless if you make more than her. But again, it doesn't matter to you, right? Because men don't value what women make, and the type of men that do value what they make, they break up with. Like this guy who's saying, I miss going 50-50. They don't want to hear that. That turns a woman off. The fact that you enjoy or ideally want that to be the situation will turn her off. As always, we're going to check out some of these comments, see what the people have to say. First comment here says he's still not. He just misses the perks. Right. Now the comment here says, split the bills as a childless woman dating a man with a child with the face palm. And the actual creator responded back and says, I know I didn't know my worth. I didn't know my value, she says. Now she knows her value. She deserves a man with 6 figures.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Can't make this shit up. Another comment here says that man wasn't apologizing. He just misses his helper. Boy, bye. Another comment here reads, he missed going 50-50. A woman responded back to that comment and says, right? Like gross. We got another comment here from a woman that says, I'm dating currently, and what I've learned is stop talking about money and how much you make. Numbers should be discussed when you're solid. Somebody else responded back to her and says, most are not going on the first date and saying, how much money do you make? Clearly, this comes up down the line. But good luck, sis, she says. Here's another comment that reads, I feel you, ... It's crazy how dating people who make less than you makes it seem like it is a competition when we trying to be a team player. Just sad. Okay. Another comment here says, unapologetically rich, this woman is lying online. And she says, and out of the dating market, LOL, ... It's comfortable over here. Right. Another comment says, I've already dated women that make more than me. It forces you to level up and you learn to appreciate it. Outwork these women. I'm done getting on here and just not addressing some of the elephants in the room. Outwork these women. Make more money. Yes. And don't sit there and complain about how you don't want to do it. If you don't want to do it, just don't do it. Just don't come into my comment section complaining, man, about how you don't want to make more money. Get out here. Outwork all these women. You can. You are a man. And when you do, you call the shots. Here's another comment that reads, it works when he figures out you make more, he resents you and become jealous. Another comment here from another woman says, it sounds like he found someone who put the sprinkle philosophy to work and he got the savior assignment he applied for. Now the gentleman here says, I love the comments. His money is our money and her money is her money. That's true. With the laughing emoji. Such awesome partners in this bunch. I hope your men never have money issues. The problem people make is assuming that relationships are partnerships. Here's another comment that says, my mom made more money than my stepdad. He was so resentful and he took it out on me. He was so broke and got into get rich quick pyramid schemes. She literally paid all the bills, sent me to private school. We had 2 cars. She was the sole provider of the house. He did nothing. And she cooked and cleaned. Laughing emoji. He was literally just a kept man, but he acted like the head of the house. That man was miserable. I want you guys to know that this man right here, he was miserable. And if you're a guy who sits there and be like, I wouldn't mind a situation like that, bro, the fact that this daughter looks back at her stepfather and thinks of him in this way, that man was disrespected the whole way through. It's better to just not be involved than to be that disrespected. Another comment here says, I'll never date a man who makes less than me ever again. I refuse. Yeah, complicated situation, but I'll always encourage men, number one, to improve themselves and improve their pockets, improve their finances. And you might say, well, Chisha, that's not a solution for all men. I don't have all men subscribe to the Coffee Pod. Surely the men who are watching this can be better versions of themselves. And also avoid seriously dealing with women who out earn you, because it just doesn't work. Listen, as always, I appreciate you checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.